Guys, I can't believe it. They finally did it. Oh my god, they did it, guys. Let's get out of this. There we go. Alright. They finally did it, guys. There's certain things I waited years for. And I'm so glad they added them. Let's just, oh my god. The Dead by Daylight team announces several roadmap updates and previews a group of gameplay changes, quality of life updates, and general game health improvements to come. Dead by Daylight will be undergoing a substantial quality of life initiatives, which should address some long-standing concerns that have been going on for like years, and like almost a decade, and frustrations our players have been experiencing. This initiative will take place over the course of 2 phases. The first runs from April to June, while the second runs from July to December. And for me, it's not even about the time. If it takes like a year, that's okay for me. It's more the fact that we're at least working towards these issues. Because before, like, this game, it's like we've been playing this game for years, and like we don't even address the issues, and now that they're getting addressed, like we're actually working towards something. Like, these are great changes for me, and I'm just glad we're finally getting these changes. Like, it's like I woke up in like an alternative reality. I'm shocked. For a full look below, let's check out the roadmap below. So we have anti-slugging, thank God. I just wish they'd remove the pickup animation, but they'll probably never do that because that's the whole gimmick of the game. But hopefully, like, they'll do something about the slugging because it's so stupid. And like, there's really no reason for it, but it just slows the game down on both sides. I never like slugging. The only reason I do it is so that they'll fix it. Gamma settings. Thank fucking God. Like, even Friday the 13th, like, they figured this out. And that game was from, like, 2018, and yet, like they had gamma settings. And Friday the 13th, like, that game was way more advanced than Dead by Daylight, so, like this is, like, the basics, but I'm glad we're working towards it. Like, if they can't get these changes in April and June, that's fine. As long as we're working towards it, like, I'm okay with it personally. The Go Next prevention. I don't know how they're going to fix that, but we'll keep reading. I don't know how they're going to fix that one. But there is a reason survivors give up on certain games, but we'll see their fixes. I'm very curious on that one. It's to the point where, like, playing solo survivor, it's not fun to me. And the slugging too. Just remove the pickup animation, but I know they'll never do that because bullying the killer bullies the survivor. Like, that's a part of the game, and some people really like that for some reason, but maybe if we keep doing it, they'll fix it. Like, it took me, I had to literally just keep slugging over and over again, and, like, it paid off. Like, they're finally gonna fix it. Thank God. Hiding and body blocking prevention. Wow, thank God on that one. Is that like when you carry a survivor to a hook, or like thank God, because that's annoying. I can't stand that shit. Spawn rules and map offering balancing. All right. Improved AFK bots. That's great. So we're gonna have better bots. So what do we have down here? Bulk blood point spending. Okay. A quest system. That's always good. More perk presents. Preview. Okay. I don't know what that means, but we'll keep reading. Preview your perks in a lobby. We'll get into it. That's a good idea, but I'll explain what I mean. Why it could be bad, it could be really good. It's just more of the same. But So I guess this means like oh, there's more. So they're gonna look at anti-slugging. Yeah, they're gonna continue on the anti-slugging. Just remove the pickup animation. Like in the 2 versus 8, like it's so clear. Like it's a stupid idea, but I know they never will. But I mean, honestly, if they manage to fix it, I mean, that's okay with me. Anti-tunneling. Now, I don't know how they're gonna do that. And like, is this gonna make the killer too weak? But we'll see. The anti-tunneling, that's gonna be a because they have tried with perks, decisive strike, off the record. They have tried to stop tunneling with perks, but it doesn't. It's either too strong for the survivors or like it just doesn't really have an effect on the game. But we'll see. It seems like the anti-tunneling, it's either very favored towards the survivors or like it doesn't matter as a killer. And we're gonna do anti-camping. Again, I don't know how they're gonna do this, but we'll read their idea because it's I feel like it's what I said above. Like they already tried like with the hook. If you're too close to a hook as a killer, like survivors can unhook themselves. So like they have tried to fix camping, but it didn't matter. But we'll read their next idea because I am curious like what their idea is to stop camping. Because I feel like it's either going to be too strong for the killer or just too strong for the survivor. But we'll see. But I am glad about the slugging. Just remove the slugging. It's such a stupid idea. Like I don't even get why it's in the game, but whatever. Some people really like it, but whatever. MMR update. So they're gonna fix the matchmaking. That's always good because I don't really understand the MMR, but it seems like it's kind of I don't know. Seems like your matches like they're either too hard or like they're too easy. Like the matchmaking just does not feel fair to me. It's like I either just whoop the survivors or like there's nothing I can do against them. It's very rare that like I have even matches like where both sides have fun, but is that possible? We'll see. Like this is all we'll see. I am glad we're working towards certain things though. There's certain I'll get into it. Map and key item balancing. Okay. Keys to me, they already feel kind of useless. I haven't used the key in years, but I could be wrong. Even the maps, like I don't even use that shit. But maybe that's just me. Like I don't even use maps or keys. So like if they're gonna like I don't really care. But I don't know. Back in the day, it was different. But like the maps, like you can see the generators. And I know, like, I think there's an add on that lets you see the killer for either the key or the map, but it's a purple item, so, like, you have to pay a lot to use it, and, I never really use keys or maps, like, they just seem kind of pointless to me, but that's just me. Quality of life, there's more. Keyboard and mouse on consoles. See, like it's like the gamma settings. Like you can adjust your brightness. Like I can't believe this stuff's not already in the game, but I'm glad it's coming at least. I mean that's good. Custom game improvements. All right, well we'll read along. I'm sure there's more. Accessibility improvements. Okay, I don't know what they mean by that, but I guess they're gonna make it easier for people. That's good. Oh my god, and here's something I just saw. Prestige rewards. Again, that like these are great changes. Like I don't know how you can go wrong with this unless it just breaks, and even then, like they can just fix it. Like being able to adjust the brightness, prestige awards, like this is like the bare minimum. Like this is what makes the game fun. Like come on, like I'm so glad. I don't see how people don't like certain things, but there are certain things I kind of see what they mean. Like I don't know how they're gonna prevent certain things, and like they could just make the problem more, but we'll get into it. Reduce logging steps. Okay. Honestly, the logging never was the problem for me. It just takes the game a long time to start for me. I never had a problem with logging in. Maybe that's just me, but that was never a problem. It was more of the fact that the game takes forever to start up. It's too dark. Yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so here we go. Oh, they're gonna delay some releases. Oh, so really, they're gonna delay some stuff. Okay, including chapters, rifts, game modifiers, and collections. That means there will not be a PTB tomorrow, but rest assured that we did not make this decision lightly. Man, so that's fucked up. It's because they know like there's certain things that just make the game miserable, and like they have to make a move. Like there's certain things you just can't ignore, and like I think they kind of get that now. Like it's been years, and like they got to do something. Like I'm kind of shocked. We feel confident that delaying our upcoming releases to prioritize this quality of life update will ultimately make Dead by Daylight stronger than ever. I think certain things will. Now, certain things it could make it worse, but they can either reverse it or tweak it, and the stuff like the brightness, prestige awards, the anti-slugging. I mean, like I don't see how you can go wrong with that. Like, thank God. Holy shit. All right, so a surrender state. So let me read this. Okay, so here's how they're gonna try it. So like when all the survivors are slugged, or there's like all the other survivors are bots, killer. So wait, a killer can give up? Really? So like if a killer is going up against all bots, they can just give up. See, like, okay, see, there's already a problem with this. I'm starting to see certain complaints because the bots for me when I'm a killer, I never had a problem with the bots. Like I don't know why I would surrender against bots as a killer. Like if you get all bots as a killer, it's a free win. It's actually that should be for the survivors because like if you're a survivor, like that's gonna suck for you because you know like your team's gonna suck because they're not real players. As a killer, like why would I give up? Okay, so my opponents are all bots. Why would I give up? I don't really get that one. Maybe someone can explain it to me because when I'm killer and the other team is bots, I don't want to give up. Like to me, that's a free win. But I don't know. I don't really get that one. And then there's one thing. I did see the other thing. So when all the survivors have been slugged, you'll be able to surrender. That's a good step in the right direction. Okay, so there's one good change. Even for the killer, but that's not what it's normally. See, like I like that for Survivor. Like, so if everybody's slugged, like you can just give up. I like that. That's a good step in the right direction. I don't really get the killer one because I give up as killer when the Survivor team I am facing, like they are too good. Like I can't get any hooks. They are toxic. They teabag. Like they just run me around. They rush the generators. And like that's what makes me give up as killer. Not because the team are bots. Because to me, like the survivor team being bots, that's a win. It's like I don't really get why I'd want to surrender. I don't really get that one, but I don't know. I do like that one option. That's a good option right there. It's a step in the right direction. Because like if everybody is slugged, like you should just be able to give up. Like it's a great solution right there, but I feel like they're gonna have to tweak it because well, what if I just slug 3 survivors and like I hook 1 survivor? Does that mean they can't surrender? No, it's all remains are, so I guess you can. So okay, we'll see. That sounds like a step in the right direction at least. I do like that. And the gamma adjustments. So like, thank God, Dead by Daylight can get a little dark. I actually disagree with this. That's been my problem with the game for a while. As a survivor, the game actually feels too bright for me. It feels more like a cartoon. For me personally, when I play Survivor, it doesn't even feel like a horror game. And there's certain killers that don't really feel horror themed, or like certain outfits as Survivor that. But like the main problem for me is the maps aren't dark enough, and I understand why, but because the killer they wouldn't be able to see the survivors. And back in the old days, when I started playing during 2018, survivors like they would just hide, and like it'd be hard to find them because the maps are too dark. But like Friday again, I'm gonna bring this up. Friday the 13th, the game in 2018, they already figured it out. Okay, so how? You make the game bright for killers, but when you play Survivor, the maps are dark. Like Friday the 13th, like they already figured this out. But I do like how it gives you an option to like adjust the gamma, and hopefully you can make the maps darker. I want the maps darker when I play Survivor, and I want the maps brighter when I play Killer because that's how it used to be in Friday the 13th, and it just made the game feel way more fun to me. So like I hope it's like that. It's like when I'm playing Killer, like I like okay, the map's really bright. I'm getting those chases. I'm having fun. But when I'm Survivor, okay, the map's really dark. I'm getting immersed. It feels like a horror game. I'm having fun. Like that's what I want. I hope this isn't just like we'll see. I hope you can make the maps because it seems the way they word it seems like they don't think the maps are bright. Like to me, Dead by Daylight, it hasn't been dark for years, and I mean that literally too. Like the maps are way too bright. Again, it feels like a cartoon. So hopefully, if when I play Survivor, I can make the maps darker. And like it's that's a good change. I like that. But yeah, that's just me though. Just doesn't feel like a horror game. Like I wish the maps were darker. Not when I play Killer, and like people say that's not possible. Play Friday the 13th. It is possible. Like a 2018 game already figured this shit out. Yes, you can make the maps bright for killers, and you can make the maps bright for survivors at the same time. It is possible. It doesn't have to be one or the other. The maps are either too dark, the maps are either too bright. You can do both at the same time. Like Friday the 13th, we already figured this out. Because when I play Survivor, I want dark maps. When I play Killer, I want bright maps. And like this is 2018 technology, but I'm glad we'll see. I hope something comes of this. But that's just me. Anyways, I'm getting sorry. Go next. Yeah, this is I don't know how I feel about it. Well, we'll see. I'll get this. Okay, so let me just read it. But like there is a reason, like it says I'm walking up to the killer and standing still, but like why do survivors do that? Because they're having a bad match most of the time. And that's why I don't play Survivor anymore. Because I don't find Survivor fun. It's very, or I should say, it's very rare that I find Survivor fun. And there is a reason, like, I give up. And a lot of the times it's because, like, your team is, like, really bad, or, like, the killer is so oppressive, like, I just want to go to the next match. It's like, we'll see. And, like, there's a reason, like, I don't play, Survivor, but whatever, we'll see. Unless it's, like, an event, but if it's not an event, then, like, it's like, how are they going to fix this? Let me read this. It's attempting to go next. So, is it going to be automated? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. This is the kind of, I don't know how I feel about that one. This sounds kind of bad. They'll receive a disconnect penalty and lose an entire grade. And like, Survivor, like, Survivor, like, here's the problem, like, Survivor already sucks. Like, we see it with the 2 versus 8. What's the problem? Everybody wants to play Killer. Nobody wants to play Survivor. Or should I say, nobody wants to play Solo Survivor. And even then, like, if you play with friends, it's boring. Or like it's miserable. Or like there's nothing you can do. And that's the reason people go next. Is because there are certain games like there's nothing you can do against the killer, and like you can either lose quickly or you can drag the game on for a long time. And like the player base is already kind of stagnated, and you see it with the 2 versus 8, but whatever. We'll see, right? And I don't know how they're gonna do it automatically. I don't really know how they're gonna do that. I feel like, and like, what if a killer abuses that? Like, I'm a killer, and like, I just I fuck with the survivor. Like, I make it so they can't do anything, and then like they get disconnected. We'll say maybe that won't be possible. I don't know. It just seems we're not really addressing the root issue, but we'll see how it works, right? On the other hand, we like to reward players who stick it out through those challengers matches, even when things take a dire turn. We move forward with a new emblem-based multiplayer that grants additional blood points during your following match. Okay, so that's a step in the right direction. You'll get awarded for it. See, that right there is a good that's a good step. It's like you'll actually be awarded for sticking in a match, and like that's been a problem. You'll play games, and like there is no incentive to stay in a match, and even then, it's gonna be miserable. So like at least you'll be awarded for it. So like that's a step in the right direction, but making survivors automatically disconnect because they don't want to play a video game, like that's a little over the top. And like that's why I quit playing Survivor, because killer mains like a lot of killer mains they have a big fucking ego, especially the big YouTubers. Like they have a massive ego, and like it's like they want you to stay in a miserable match. I don't really know why. I don't really get it, but a lot of killer mains have massive fucking egos. Like they get mad when you give up, and that's why I quit playing Survivor, because I don't want to deal with it anymore. But we'll see. And I feel like this will make it worse in some ways, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. And let's just move on. Okay, extreme hiding and body blocking prevention. Okay, let me read this. So what they mean by this extreme hiding, it refers to survivors drawing out an unwinnable match by ignoring their objective, weighing out the clock. So I'm gonna assume they're talking about survivors sitting in the back of the map, doing nothing. I'm just gonna assume that. That's what they mean by that. So like you can still do stealth, but like you just can't sit in the corner doing nothing, pretty much. And how are they gonna fix that? Okay, that's actually a really good idea. See, that's a good idea. So like once a player receives crows, their location will be immediately revealed to the killer. See, that's a really good idea. It's like if somebody they just want to sit in the back of the map, like you'll see them. Like I like that. That's good on both sides. Like even as a survivor, like I like that. That's great. These are great changes so far. I like this. But here's the problem. I have to bitch. There are certain ways that you can get rid of crows, because so like what my point is, the crow system, it's really not that good, because there are certain things you can do as a survivor to get rid of crows. Like you can just tap a generator, walk away, and then like you can get rid of the crows. Like you could actually sit in the back of the map for 30 minutes or more without getting crows. just by like tapping a generator, touching a totem, unlocking it. Well, that'll eventually end. Like you pretend to do a totem and then you walk to the back of the map, and like you'll never get crows. So yeah, I do like that, but they do need they actually have to change the crows because as of now, but I'm okay. Let's just it's a step in the right direction. I don't want to overdo it, but you get what I mean. These are all steps in the right direction, and this is stuff that should have been done years ago. But I do love how we're walking towards a better direction. I really like that. And I have seen a lot of positive community feedback on this because this is stuff we have been asking for years. I just hope it's done right. And a lot of things, I think it's going to be okay. Anyways. Oh, okay. Sorry. I forgot to read this one. That's a good one. So let me explain this one. So once you receive a third AFK crow, you'll be able to go through a, survivor or killer. So like if someone wants to body block you in a corner, you get three crows. Excuse me. And then you just walk through them. And like this is such a great system too. Like I'm like this is great. I really like that. Again, a step in the right direction. Like certain some of these things are easy wins. The gamma, the prestige awards, the body blocking, easy wins. I'm glad the developers are taking these easy wins. I'm very happy. Very happy. Now, there are certain things that they might not be good changes or like they might have to be tweaked more, but a lot of these just seem like net positives. So I do like that. Map offerings. Yeah, map offerings, they're a bit divisive. Some players enjoy them. Yeah, survivors who abuse them and like they just pick the strongest maps. Is that who they mean? But whatever. Well, others feel they can grant an unfair advantage, and that is the killers. I wonder why. Wow. So, really. So if you use a map offer and it doesn't guarantee the map, it's a 20% chance. Well, that's gonna suck for achievements. I already have all the achievements, so it doesn't matter, but if you don't, you might want to get them now. Because map offerings, yeah, they're not gonna be so good. Especially if like another person uses a map offering and then it cancels out your map offering. So getting achievements, that's gonna be harder, but the gameplay will be more fun, but I guess that's the trade-off, but I don't know. I do like that. Spawn rules. Okay. See, oh no. Okay. If you're a survivor, this is why I like the Shroud offerings. They even said that, why do you want to be closer? Like, why would you want to spawn with another survivor? It's actually better for everybody to be spread out across the map and everybody does a generator. If there are three people on a generator, the killer can like just walk over and then just whack you all and then just gain like all that pressure. Like spawning together is not a benefit. So in a way it's like they're making it harder for Survivor. Like that see, I don't agree with that. I used to play a lot of Survivor and it's better to spread out because you and like it's harder for the killer to patrol the generators too. Like when everybody's on a generator, it's harder for the killer. Like you want to be spread out. Like when everybody's on the same generator, it like the killer, it's very easy for the killer to pressure the survivors on one generator. If all the survivors are spread out, like everybody's on a generator, like on each corner of the map, as an example, it's going to be a lot harder for that killer to have pressure on every single point. So I don't know that maybe that's for the killer. I don't know. Improve AFK bot detection. Players that use AFK bots can be frustrating having a trial. So I guess these are people, I know what that is. It's like sometimes, you know, when you play a game and like the killer, like they'll just keep swinging their weapons, that's the AFK bot, so I guess they're gonna work on that. That's good. But sometimes, like I do go AFK myself because I do have a life, and sometimes I have to do something, and like I just want to go AFK for a while because I do have a life. But yeah, I do like that. That is good. Bulk blood point spending to speed up general blood point activity. We're adding a button that'll allow you to spend blood points in bulk. Wow. Again, like so far, there are certain changes that like seem like win-wins. The brightness settings, like that's an easy win right there. The blood point spending, that's bulk blood point spend. That's an easy win right there. Um, Stuff like that, like it's easy wins. And there's so much more. Like I'm so glad they're doing this quest system. All right, so we're gonna get easier rewards and more fun. I guess we're gonna get a new system, new riff. I don't know. That's good. After a survivor on A/B testing, ooh, we will be allowing players to see their own perks loadouts on any lobby, so you can see everybody's perks in the game. Again, like these are quality of life changes. Like this is great stuff like this. All right. So that's everything. Honestly, some things, let me just make this bigger. There are some things, okay. So there are certain, here are the easy wins in my opinion that like you can't go wrong with this. The gamma settings, being able to increase your brightness, that's an easy win. Um, the hiding and, okay, I'll just, body blocking prevention, that's an easy win. Bulk blood point spending. Again, that's an easy win. A new quest system. That's an easy win. MMR update. That's an easy win. And like keyboard and mouse on consoles. That's an easy win. Custom game improvements. That's an easy win. Accessibility improvements. Easy win. Prestige rewards. That's an easy win. And a reduced logging steps. Again, that's an easy win. And my point is, what I just said, everything I just said, I don't see how you can go wrong with that. And like maybe certain things, like maybe they won't be as good, maybe they'll be glitchy, but it's a step in the right direction. And everything else, it's kind of debatable because it could go very wrong and they don't really address the core issues. They're more like band-aid fixes, but there are certain things that are a thumbs up, like you can't go wrong with it. But that's just me, like being able to adjust your brightness, bulk blood point spending, stuff like that. Like I already said it, but stuff like that, easy wins. And I am very impressed. And again, like let's say we don't get this in April, June, or July, December, whatever. And like, okay, maybe something glitches, like, oh no, it's gonna take a month to fix or whatever. I'm okay with that. Because it's gonna make the gameplay funner for everybody. It's gonna make the game a better experience for everybody. Certain things. And there are, it's like the anti-tunneling and the anti-camping and the go next and the slugging. They're more like band-aid fixes. Like they don't really address why people do it, or like they don't really fix it. But again, it's like it's at least like we're addressing the issue. But everything else, it sounds like a step in the right direction. And I guess this means rip the meme builds because let's say you're playing Survivor, and your teammate, they're running shit perks. Why would I want to play with them? That's why being able to see your Survivor perks may backfire. That's why the anti-slug and the anti-camp and they may backfire, but we'll see, right? But the everything else that I said are like easy wins. I don't see how you can go wrong with that unless the game just totally breaks, but hopefully they can fix it. But this is good. And it feels like I woke up in an alternative reality. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very impressed. I think this is gonna be it. I've rambled long enough. I am very happy though. I don't sound like it because I am pretty stressed out right now over real life, but I'm glad I read this today. I'm glad I saw this. Very happy with certain things. And there are certain things that may backfire horribly. But there are certain things that to me like it's an easy win. So that's gonna be it. Very happy. I'm just very stressed right now over real life, but I am glad that this game is going in a better direction. So yeah, I'm gonna what else? I think that's it. I've already talked about everything anyway. This has gone along for quite a long time, so yeah, let's end this. I'm sorry.